I know when I'm scrolling social media that I am looking at someone's highlight reel. It's never as easy or as good as they make it look, and yet I still compare myself. I still feel like I'm not enough. I still feel unqualified. I was looking at a post about a female entrepreneur and comparing my success with hers. Why wasn't I as successful as her? She made it look so easy. And I just really started to doubt myself and the work that I was doing. Welcome to the Paula Faris Show. I am your host, Paula Faris, and we are going to get underway with season 2 next week. We are starting a series on parenting. We have James Clear on. He is the author of the #1 New York Times bestselling book, Atomic Habits, and he's going to be talking about some of the best habits we can implement as parents and the best habits we can implement in our children. But back to this particular story, just feeling unqualified. I want to share with you as we wrap up January and the things that I'm learning as a wife, as a mom, as a friend, as a leader. Today I want to talk about what I'm learning about feeling unqualified. And I'm learning this. We all compare ourselves to other people. And when I get stuck in that and really start to doubt myself, and look, that's only normal. We doubt how unique we are. We doubt our voice. Does anybody even want to hear what I have to say? Even this January series, my friend Annie suggested that I do it. And I was like, I don't think anybody really wants to hear from me. Even that sort of thing. Like, I doubt myself a lot. What can get me out of that moment is by asking myself a couple of questions. And these are questions that a friend of mine, John Acuff, who is a best-selling author and he's a dad, he says, ask yourself, is it true? Is it kind? And is it helpful? And often you don't even get past the first question. It isn't true. Well, if it is true, but is it kind and is it helpful? Those thoughts that we have that we're not enough, we're unqualified, they're not true, they're not helpful, and they're not kind. Bob Goff often says to race the track. You don't want to race everybody else. And yet we fall into that trap of comparison, of comparing our lives to somebody else's, and we race the other person instead of racing the track and charting our own course. Is this something that we all struggle with? And I think that's the fallacy of it all, is we feel like we're the only ones, and we feel very isolated and like there's something wrong with us. But everybody deals with this. Imposter syndrome. James Clear, who I mentioned earlier, he's going to be on next week talking about habits and parenting. He says he felt imposter syndrome at first. Did he have a voice? Should he even do this? So if I could just encourage you today, as we wrap up this series about things that I'm learning about, and ways I want to encourage you as you enter the new year and learning about feeling unqualified. It's normal. And guess what? You're not alone. It's not true. It's not helpful. It isn't kind. If you get stuck in that moment, that's what I encourage you to ask yourself. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it helpful? And I guarantee you the answers are most likely no. Friend, thank you for allowing me to bring these encouraging words and things that I'm learning about to you in January. I hope that it encouraged you. I really do. And I'm so excited to get season 2 underway next week with James Clear. And you know, we began this series early January and I was wearing a Michigan sweatshirt. Come on. I had to wrap it up and put the cherry on top with another Michigan sweatshirt. My husband says all I wear is Michigan sweatshirts these days. Go blue. I'll see you next week as we begin season 2, talking about parenting and habits that we can build as parents and habits that we can build in our children. It has been an honor to bring you this series, and I'll see you next week as we talk about it. Oh, one more thing. Is this still on? Yeah, it is. If you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that subscription button, or wherever you're listening, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a beat, and invite your friends. Let's spread the word and let's talk about it.